der Bundesrepublik, der nicht unter Regierungskontrolle steht.
What I find strange is when the wall fell, I thought this could be the sign for other countries to learn that we can live without walls separating us. But my opinion or my feeling is that still more walls coming up than disappearing, especially if we look at Israel.
Yeah. Well, yeah, walls comes and goes, and especially in my country, Israel, I see this wall, and in a way, I think there is a kind of separation of the reasons of this war. You see, back in the Cold War between the American side and Russia, Europe was in the middle because of the east and the west side of the map, and the ideas only bring up these walls. And because of the way of living, or communist or Western or whatever, American, these ideas make this wall. It's not the issue in Israel. The issue in Israel is protection. And I really am for this wall of Israel, because you cannot live a normal life when a bus is getting blown every 2 days in Israel, in the streets of Tel Aviv, in the streets of Jerusalem, and 20 people killed at a time. It's not just once. In 2002 it was 2 times a week, maybe more. And people got killed, over 1,000 people got killed because of suicide bombers, that you cannot live a normal life. Like every day you go to the shopping mall, you can get killed. And that's why this wall actually saves lives. The reason of this wall, and hopefully soon this wall will go down, but I see this wall as a protection to live a normal life. It's not an idea of separating us from them. The peace process started in 1993 with the Arafat and Yitzhak Rabin, and the idea was to build 2 authorities inside one country, the Palestinian Authority and the Israel Authority, with no walls. But the fact in life changed everything, because these few terrorists make the whole difference, and that's why we had to build a wall. We didn't think about it in the beginning of the peace process, of the big handshake between Yitzhak Rabin and Arafat in September 13th, 1993. It was a miracle for me to see this handshake. I said, wow, there is a hope here now. All the past is going to be different now. But the fact is, those few terrorists didn't like the ideas of the peace. They made suicide bombers make us build this wall. Hopefully this wall will go down. I don't care, like Berlin Wall, in 28 years. It's okay with me, as long as it keeps life and saves lives, and one day this wall will come down as well. Basically, I think it's a matter of months. It can be possible that the wall come down. It depends on how the 2 sides will agree to solve the problem. You see, we need a good leader from the other side, because Israel is really willing for peace for a long time. And I belong to the people who are disappointed for the peace process, because I was so forward the peace process in the beginning, even though everybody said it's not going to last, and they were right. And I have to say I'm sorry for that. And I think once the peace process will be serious, and the leaders will show their own people that it's possible, and we should. It's possible, and we should stop the violence between us. I think it can get down in a few months, really few months. But so far, what we see from Iran, that supports the terrorists in Israel and Gaza, and Iran is declaring now they need to wipe Israel off the map. So who knows if the regime in Iran that supports the money for the terrorists will stop. Maybe will stop everything, I don't know. But so far Israel needs to protect itself.